Skana, peace. Governor Nolan Jungets. Anadaga Kuzaslona, Dawistawisni. Peace. My name is Precious Words, and I come from the Mohawk territory of Akwesasne, the land where the partridge drums. And my clan is Snipe. That means my lineage is Onondaga. And it's just a real honor to spend a few precious moments with you. And we're gonna talk to you about strawberries. Of course, I have my beautiful strawberry top on, Ganyo Huntessa in Ganyageha in Mohawk. And it's a beautiful, they're beautiful teachings, and there are so many, and so I'll try to do my best to move through it in a good way and to capture as many of the teachings that I can. It's the most beautiful story as to how they got here, and it's part of our Haudenosaunee creation story, brought to us by Sky Woman, and her name was Mature Flowers. And she was in that sky world, in the heavens, and she left that place. She fell, and it was the great winged ones that caught her and dropped her on the back of a giant sea turtle. And she brought two things with her. One was the strawberries, Ganeo Huntessa, and the other was sacred tobacco, Oyonka Owe. And so they say, it's said that the strawberries, when you look at the strawberry, that those yellow seeds are, when Sky Woman was falling, that it was the ancestors, the stars. It's stardust, kissed by the stars. That's what the yellow seeds also represent. And there are so many teachings tied into the strawberries. Everything from reproduction and renewal and continuance of life to marriage. So we'll do the best that we can to move through these teachings, and I'll have to break this up into small clips. One of the reasons why we have an actual strawberry ceremony in the Longhouse is to honor that place that they came from. They came from the sky world, and it's the first plant that provides for us, that sustains us. And we're in the time of the strawberry moon, which was actually, this phase of the moon began at the end of May, around May 26. And it's referred to our leaders, Bear Clan Chief, Mohawk Bear Clan Chief, talks to this time as the strawberry moon as being a time of love and compassion. And he makes, light of it, and teasing us that June is the reason why there are so many marriages, because it's a time of love, it's a time of compassion and coming together. It's part of the marriage ceremony to have strawberries present in the cornbread. So some of you may be familiar with the white cornbread and kidney beans, but for marriage ceremonies it contains strawberries. And I'm really looking forward to trying to make some this year. Perhaps I will, hopefully, if time provides. But the strawberry comes to us, the wild strawberry comes from the sky world. And I think it's really amazing to take a moment to really kind of take that in, because, it comes from another place. And it was here, one of the first things that was here before the rest of creation was formed. So it is the first one to bear fruit, to provide for us. And in the time of the strawberry ceremonies, what's done is an acknowledgement for it coming from that sky world, that it's the first to provide for us. But during the strawberry ceremonies, everything would be attached, the naming of the young girls, because they carry the seeds, just like Sky Woman carried the seed when she came to this earth. She was pregnant with a daughter. And so when we give thanks, it's it's also about acknowledging its existence, but asking for the continuance of life, that it reproduce. So during this time, and in part of our prophecies, you know, some people, it can be political. Some people believe in it and or not. It's not my place to try to convince you otherwise. Our prophecies say there will be a time when the strawberries disappear. And they did for a while. There was many years in my younger years that, or maybe I didn't notice, but the plants would come, but they didn't even bear fruit. And part of the teachings about strawberries is at strawberry ceremonies is to give thanks and to ask for its continued presence. And it's said that if we don't acknowledge strawberries, the wild strawberries, and I'll have a picture to show you shortly, is that they're lonesome and we don't acknowledge them. And if we don't spend time with them and tell them how much we care for them and love them and want them to remain, they'll disappear again, or they'll stop bearing fruit again. But it's really spectacular to know that it hung in there long enough. And I think it's through the course of many changes in the earth and changes to humanity that the strawberries are stronger than they ever were. And that's true here on the land at Soul of the Mother, that there's a resurgent. We had a small little patch, and then there was another one, and then there was another one, and then a bigger one. So, you know, I really believe that it's our daily Thanksgiving, and it's in the Thanksgiving address, Ahondo Galiwa Dekwa, that strawberries are acknowledged as the medicine, as one of the leaders, because it comes from that other world. And strawberries contribute to our physical well-being and provide us with medicine for our heart, for our blood, for so many things to build our blood. The fruit itself, the leaf, can be made into tea. And what they say about strawberries is that it represents the family, the fire, our heart, and our spirit. Our spirit will only be as strong as our heart is. And I guess that's our challenge as human beings, is to become those beings of love and kindness and compassion. And we must do whatever it takes for that transformation to take place. So what you see here is a little strawberry patch, and you see the 3 leaves. These are the strawberry plants, and they blossom and they hold small white flowers. And it's said that the celestial tree in the sky world also has small white flowers. And see, these were blossoms. These are the berries that will become berries. The petals have just closed. I don't know if you can really see. Here we go. I'm doing the best that I can here. These were petals. And over here, you can see another little cluster. And there are teachings that tie the strawberries into our reproduction, particularly women, because it was a woman who brought them. And the way that these hang from the vine, they are related, or resemble rather, a woman's reproductive organs. And it's said also that the seeds that are on the strawberries are also representative of the male's reproductive seed. I thought that was beautiful when I heard that, because always in the teachings there are is balance. So it looks to be like there's quite a few berries in this little patch. And what you'll see, if I can find them, are runners. creating more family. Often what you'll see are these little red threads that move along the ground, connecting and spreading the plants. And I don't see any right here though. Maybe I can find another patch. So I've walked down to the river to our other little patch, and see, here's the little red runners here, creating more family, more berries. And I did find some. See the white one, and they're starting to turn pink. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll have to check, but every year when I come to check down here, there's white berries like that and pink berries. And then when I come back to see if they're ripe, they're just gone. So something else is loving them out here and enjoying them. I hope they'll hang in there this year for me. So this place that I'm sitting at is beside the berry patch that I just showed you. And I'm so excited to watch them, and as they form their berries, perhaps I can find another little spot where the berries are already formed and waiting to turn red. They start off as green little buds, as you saw, and they'll develop small white berries. And they say that the berries are sweeter than what you'll find in the grocery stores. As tiny as they are, they're more flavorful. And when you hold a bunch of them together and take a big sniff to smell them, it's said that that's what the sky world smells like. And so our people often will refer to the red road. Another name they'll call it is a sweetgrass trail, or the road filled with strawberries. So what they say is the Milky Way is a bridge, and it represents a place where we cross. When we leave this earthly world, we will make a journey, and we come from the heavens. Our people say we come from the stars, and we will descend, we will fall. And we're born to our mothers and fathers, and we have our earth walk as human beings. And the strongest part of our essence is our spirit. And that's the piece that we need to develop as human beings to work on for it to become one of the strongest things about us, tied to our heart and of course the rest of our physical being. But there's an expression of, they call it picking berries, because they say that road that leads back to the sky world is lined with strawberries. And so that's what they refer to the journey as, going to pick strawberries, because that road that returns to the sky world is covered with berries. And that in the sky world, it's fields upon fields of strawberries. So imagine returning to that sky world and being in such great beauty, such magnificence. It's just amazing. So during this time of the strawberries, the season is just now picking up, where you'll find more and more local berries available to you at many of the grocery stores and little stands. I encourage you to eat your fill. Get extra if you can. Freeze them, put them away to eat, to make strawberry shortcake. But it's medicine for us. And part of the strawberry ceremony in the longhouse, there's one point where they bring in the strawberry drink. So they cut up the strawberries and try to get spring water and mash up the berries and add maple syrup. If you don't have maple syrup, you can add sugar. But there's one point in the ceremony where they will bring out buckets of strawberry drink, strawberry medicine. and they hand it out to the people, and it will go around the longhouse on both sides of the house, and people will take their turns, and they will stand one at a time and to give thanks to the creator, Songkwai Diesel, the one who made all things, that we continue to have strawberries, that so we express our gratitude and our love for them, and we ask for their continuance of life. And everything at that ceremony is all about continuance of life, so that our ceremonies, the 4 sacred ceremonies, will continue, that our nations will continue to grow, the leadership will continue to be strong, that our people and our families will continue to grow and to be strong. And it's a time to put all things in there, and it's so true that during this time of the strawberry moon, that there's a spiritual power that exists that enables us to feel more, to love more, to love deeply, to be challenged as well. But we turn over those challenges, and the capacity to heal during this time is very intense. So I encourage you to make your strawberry drink, to eat as many berries as you can, to pick them, to dry them, to freeze them, to put them away for future use. Once the strawberries are gone and the leaves begin to turn red, you can pick the leaves and for later on to make strawberry leaf tea to help to build your blood. So it's really important, these strawberry teachings. They're also part of coming of age, rites of passage for the young women who will go on their berry fasts. They'll abstain from eating berries and for a whole year once they begin their menstrual cycle, their moon time. Our chief in the longhouse tells us that the berries love children, and it's the children who always find the berry patches first. And he laughs and he tells us, you know, people ask us when we're going to hold berry ceremonies, and often it's the children who will tell us, he said, when it's time, because they'll come in and they'll have berries all over their face. So the strawberries love the children. I would encourage you to teach your children to go out, to walk the land, walk the parks. Strawberries pop up all over the place. To look for the leaves, to look, the blossoms have now gone, and soon, if not in some places, I'm sure they're already turning red. They'll be white now. So I will try to find some for you to be able to show you them. But we're coming into a very fruitful time of year where everything will begin to produce things to provide for our sustenance. And it's our duty as human beings to be grateful and to give thanks every day for all of those life forms in creation that provide for us, that make us happy, that provide us with beauty and really fill us up. So I encourage you to spend some time on the land, look for berries, teach children, and have fun. And good luck berry hunting. Ona. So I've come up to the house here and we've tried to get some wild strawberries to get them established and transplant them. So here's the big white berry. Here's another one. The thing with strawberries is they're shaped like the heart. Especially when you cut them in half, you can see they actually look like the chambers of a human heart. Also, an indication as to why they're heart medicine. So eat up the berries and fill your heart with love.